week 15 began with the Chargers beating the Denver Broncos 27-20. You couldn't win your final home game of the season. I mean, and it's worse because the Broncos could end up not making the playoffs at all. Okay, fucking focus. I swear to God, fucking focus. All right. But anyway, moving on to Sunday's games and Monday's games. Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This will be spoiler week, so expect a lot of coin flips in this game, in this one. Heads. For some reason landed heads. Listen, the Philadelphia Eagles lead their division. Let's see if they can handle the pressure of leading in their division. I don't know if they can. So with that in mind, I gotta take the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, the Vikings have nothing to play for, but that's even scarier. That scares me. Anyway, 49ers traveling to the East Coast to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I understand it's East Coast. I understand it's an early game. But I'm going to take the 49ers to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Taking the Miami Dolphins to win this game. We all know the Dolphins are going to win this fucking game. We all know Tom Brady's a great quarterback. Great. But that's not gonna matter this Sunday, as I'm taking Tannehill and the Dolphins. And the defense and blah, blah, blah. Alright, Seahawks versus Giants. Remember, all pick changes will be subject to change, blah, blah, blah. But, I say that as I go to the Seahawks-Giants game. But, in any event, Seahawks having to travel to the East Coast. Coin flip time again. Oh, and then 1 o'clock Eastern schedule. It landed heads. You know what? I am going to take the New York Giants to win this game. I understand Seattle's a good football team. Granted, but let's see how they do in the elements. And I hear it's gonna fucking rain. I hear it's gonna fucking rain and turn into fucking snow. Who knows though? Because the New York Giants cannot handle that fucking weather either, for some reason. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Seahawks actually win this game. In fact, I might have to change that. Just so you know. Alright. Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna take Jacksonville. Jacksonville's finally convinced me that I should go ahead and pick them more often. There you go. Nothing against the Bills and Neil Juice Manual, but you know what to do. Alright, cream of the crap. Redskins taking on the Falcons. Robert Griffin, the third string quarterback. See what I did there? That's totally unoriginal, but hey, fuck off. Anyway. But yeah, he's been benched. He's going to be backing up the original RG, Rex Grossman, which I find hilarious. Coin flip time on this one too. Jesus Christ, who gives a shit? No one's going to give a shit about this game. Heads, I'll take the Falcons. No one's going to give a fuck about this game. Alright, Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. Chicago has only won in Cleveland one time, and that was back in 1972. And guess what? The Chicago Bears will have to wait at least 4 more years to win at Cleveland, because I'm taking the Cleveland Browns. Because let's be honest here, Cutler is back, but we don't know how good he's going to play. He might be a little bit rusty, a little bit too rusty against that Cleveland Brown defense, which is actually still pretty good last I checked. So yeah, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why, but yeah. Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts. They have nothing to play for, but that doesn't mean they don't want to win a few games before they get to the playoffs. Because let's be honest here, you don't want to stumble into the playoffs. I mean, I understand Baltimore did it last year. I get all that, fine, but that doesn't mean anything. Alright, moving on. New York Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers. Panthers are going to win this fucking game. Geno Smith is going to have a rough day once again. So there you go. All right, Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Oakland Raiders. The Chiefs owe the Raiders a sweep after last year when the Raiders swept the Chiefs. This year the Chiefs are going to sweep the Raiders. I like Kansas City. Yeah, we're getting that Denver loss now. Yeah, or the Broncos were getting that loss now. Yeah. Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, this is tough because the Dallas Cowboys, we all know the myth. The Cowboys, they struggle in December. I feel that it's because they're facing better teams, with the exception of last year, because they actually beat the Cincinnati Bengals, but lost to the Saints, or whatever. Last year's Saints, with the worst defense in NFL history. I'll take the Cowboys, but I don't trust them, but I'll take them in this situation. All right. Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tennessee Titans. Heads again. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans. Again, this is spoiler week, people. Get the program. Get with the program. This is spoiler week. I understand it's Ryan Fitzpatrick and everything like that, but them having to go to the East Coast, I understand it's a 4 o'clock kickoff time, but still. Or 4:25, excuse me, since, yeah, whatever there. All right, Saints going on the road to face the St. Louis Rams. Saints, Louis Rams, shut the fuck up. Saints are going to win this fucking game. One surprise, again, you never know. All right, Sunday Night Football. Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This may surprise some people because the Bengals are the favorites, but I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's to win this game. You know, Steelers have nothing but pride on the line, and that can actually make a football team better. That's the thing. Plus, Big Ben has been playing a lot better as of late. And Andy Dalton has been so-so as of late. So with that being said, I like the Steelers. All right, Baltimore Ravens. All right, ESPN NFL Monday. This should be a good game, actually. Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. I would argue ESPN doesn't deserve this matchup either, but that's another story for another time. But yeah, we all know the deal about the Ravens. They are banged up. They've always been banged up. Listen, if it was in Baltimore, outdoors, nasty out, I would take the Ravens. But they're inside. That Detroit Lions crowd is going to be on fire. This is not going to be like last year's ESPN visit where the Lions were out of it and Lion fans couldn't really get into the game that much other than Calvin Johnson's breaking Jerry Rice's record. But in this situation, long story short, I like the Detroit Lions to win this game. All right. Many pick changes will be made in the description below. Till next time, later fuckers.